My husband is a great king. He has been by my side as long as I have been queen, and it, I think, has been a good marriage. He is a dutiful husband and a great advisor, but I think I have accidentally done him a great disservice. The people of Valencia, I think they are ready for a return to the old ways, where women held the same power as men. But the lords, they voted for him. Yes, when he put it forward that Iva, our daughter, would be queen instead of our son, they accepted it. But now they whisper against him. They say he is weak, that I am the strength between us, and that he will make a worse king than his father. I do not think he begrudges me. I do not know if he even knows yet, but I will support him. And if they will undermine his rule, I will hold it up. Aragon and Valencia will be one, and my daughter, Iva, will be queen. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here with King Radolf of Valencia, our wife, Queen Eleanor of Aragon. I was clicking on our kingdom when her kingdom's right north of us. So we are both king and queen in our own right, strongly allied. She is also from our family because at this point, a lot of people are, to be fair. I mean, it's... oh, the new king of Castile's got a neck problem. Bud, you okay? That does not look pleasant. And this guy looks like a rat. That's fine, I guess. King Zulkman. Good to see you still look like a regular person. And your daughter looks like a regular person. And your daughter is, of course, married. Wait a second. Your daughter is the heir. What? What? I don't even know what to say. Your daughter is the heir. That's an interesting little thing right there. That can't be, but it is. He still has time. He's married to a 34-year-old woman. They have had a daughter. He still has time. He could produce a male heir. It's still possible. But that would be freaking hilarious if we also took Galicia. I mean, it wouldn't go into the kingdom, right? His children would actually end up losing their territory because at our level of crown authority, you can't inherit outside. Make sure there's nothing important here we need to do. It's Demetrius the Kind. I love the fact that our brother Demetrius is the Kind. We are a gregarious man with quite a number of friendships, including our older sister. Our father, who has passed on, was our friend. And this is the male heir. It's our male son. Our male son. You can only have male sons. That's not a thing. This is our heir, who would have been our heir if we didn't make it equal. This is our son. But we really had to make it equal anyway because Aragon was already equal, and we can't have it split. Plus, the intent was always eventually to make it equal. It's kind of why we bothered to keep Visigoth codes. The end of the road. I am sat at my table about to break fast, but all hunger has left me. Something feels amiss, and I know this to be true when I see my caravan master, Bernardo, somberly approaching. My king, a messenger has arrived in the night bearing grievous news, he said. I'm afraid your father, King Uladar, died of old age. He was in Berlic Sea on the road towards Tortoli when he perished. My sincere condolences, my lord. He did not deserve to die so far from home. Yes, that is true. That is kind of sad. Well, when the ship comes home and his body is returned, we will have a funeral for him. Bad air over Cabra. Where is Cabra? That here? It is. Hey, she's blaming the plague on bad air. I mean, she's our sister, our doctor, and our friend. So I think, even though it's going to put us into debt for a couple of months, I think we're gonna take her advice. Is there anything you can do, Flor? You know, the sickness from the western coastlands, it's I think deeper into Valencia, and yes, it is very upsetting. I think, though, that it is carried by a bad air, a smell, you know. There are many things we could do to counteract that. Well, you're the doctor. Whatever it is you think will make things better. It is already an unstable enough time, and I do not need plague to encourage Father's vassals. Father's vassals? Not your vassals? They don't treat me like king, do they? I just don't need this plague making them even more upset. We also, as I mentioned last time, we're very close to finally finishing Deu et Mondois. I think it's gotta be, well, we've had such a mix, such a mix. We're personally, you know, education-wise throughout the thing, we've had a mix of everything. But thematically, I think we're diplomats. Being said, stewardship is where we always go to after we finish whatever it is we were educated to do. But I think we're going to go with diplomat, because I think at this point, that's really who we are. And we're going to save, and we're going to go to university. And our daughter also may go to university because she has a 4-star intrigue education, which is interesting. So you finally converted over, eh? Neither your father nor his father would do it, but you have finally decided to grow the seed that I planted when I converted this to our culture and changed over. But you're still Orthodox, which I'm fine with. I think that's pretty cool. Duke Eustaphia, I need to have a word with you. Of course, my cousin. How can I help you? I am your liege, not just your cousin. Yes, of course. I think you've already given me my answer, but I will pose the question anyway. Do you support these rebels? I do not support them per se, but I also do not know that this experiment, I don't know that it works. Experiment? You mean the kingdom of my family that has existed for centuries? No, I mean your father's experiment of trying to create a great king of this kingdom of the sea. It's a pipe dream. We're all too far away. It cannot be maintained. So it is we, your distant vassals, they don't see this kingdom as one whole unit, and I do not think it will be long before they attempt independence. Such a decision be a great tragedy. You know that many people will die, and you will surely lose. I have Aragon. Yes, you do. Smart guy, too. Your wife is drunk, and his very strange, pale skin makes her drunkenness look worse. Your son has the pallor of your wife. Daughter seems normal. We have so many people that share the same names. It's Duke Bernard Hugh II. Did you look at that? After our grandfather, whose sword we carried for most of our life. No, I think it's because I don't think we see it as a good gift for a girl. I think we're gonna give our grandfather's sword to our son, just like our father gave it to us. I think that is a good way of doing things. No laughing matter. Oh, it's people laughing because they think it's going to make them less sick. Well, maybe there is something to it. No, it's utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. It's really strange because our cousin, he actually looks a lot like his father. We don't so much look like our father. I think we actually look more like the dark version of Bernard Hugh. But our genes have progressed very well, I would say. It is utterly ridiculous, though. To my liege, while you hold the kingdom of Andalusia, it is clear to everyone that it is I who govern— Oh, gee. What are you talking about? You literally do not stand a chance. Look at this independence faction. What do you think you're doing, guys? And a liberty faction, too. I'll just fight you. like, you think. I don't think. You're strong? I don't think. So, let's begin with this faction, all right? I have a son. Who is the strongest person in their faction? Well, the Liberty faction doesn't matter as much to me. They do think they have the strength, but I have a million allies. And of course, they're not even taking in consideration the fact that my wife will pretty much automatically join as well. So who is here, right? You all are very treacherous. But let's see if there's anybody in here that we could bring to our side. Duke Ilaru of Sardinia could be brought over. Duke Baku of Calabria could be brought over, for sure. So let's start there. I'm going to sway you. And remember, do I have 2 sways? No. Let's start here, I think. It's going to be fine. I'm surprised that you came all this way to negotiate. I came all this way because I thought that if we met as men, you would see that what you are doing is a fool's errand, that you will kill your people, and many people across all of Valencia if you continue down this road. But it is inevitable. This is no kingdom. Your father's conquests were a whim, and you cannot hold this. You will remain a king afterwards. It is no great thing to you to lose some islands that you have no need of. Islands that I have no need of. You forget that you've tempted away my cousin. Mallorca has been part of this kingdom since its inception. And Granada, how are they not part of the kingdom of Valencia? What dukes choose to follow, do so at the whim of their own heart. But I will say this conversation, though a grand gesture, it is not going to be enough, I think. That is treason. I do not speak treason. I just simply do not believe that you can change the minds of men this late. They do not believe that you are the king that your father was. I have ruled as a king beside my wife in Aragon Yes, under your wife, you ruled as king in Aragon. This is not Aragon, and you will rule in Valencia, and your children will rule in Aragon. You have enough. They pretty much just need to calm down. Once I have money, I'll do a funeral for my father, which should help fix things. A lot of our troops do come from the fact that they're granting them to us through taxes, but that doesn't change much. So our brother is holding a feast at his home in Sardinia. We will absolutely join the feast. We will bring an experienced captain, and we'll just go. Hopefully, a lot of the vassals come, and this will improve some opinions. I'm pretty convinced, though, that this plus the funeral will help. We'll get everybody on our side, right? We have just taken over as a ruler, and I will have my way. Don't get the wrong idea. What do my alliances look like? I mean, there's my wife. He may as well have spat right in my face. And you cannot tolerate it, husband. You cannot accept this. It is absurd. It is absurd. And when you eventually win this war, through the might of the Kingdom of Valencia and Aragon acting as one for the first time, then they will know. Yes. How? How can they do this? It is absurd. They do not believe in you. I think they barely believed in your father. It's hard to tell anymore. Your father was a very great king, but these men, pathetic. They are, and I will have my way. You will, and there can be no soft punishment for them. I do not wish to deny their families that which is theirs. Then don't. Simply remove the heads of the traitors. Execution or banishment. Either way, this cannot be tolerated. You must agree. So possibly I should consider marrying my son for an alliance. Oh, he's a baron. Why did your mother make you a baron? That doesn't help at all. That doesn't help at all. All right. Well, then it's got to be our daughter, who is both cute and strong. Let's see. Alliance power? What? My children are in control of my wife. See if we can't fix that. Now we'll find a spouse for her, for alliance power. So we can get the alliance back with Castile. Let's see. So this is his actual son. This is our third daughter. So both of our two older daughters and our son would have to die before she would inherit. That's highly unlikely. So I'm willing to do this marriage, to reforge our bonds with Castile. Should discourage some of these fools from having a unnecessary war with us. And the thing is, this is difficult because we gotta move real fast, right? Let's investigate. Is this like 2 months before these guys can send an ultimatum? Let's stop here for a second. I mean, if they do it, they do it. I can't stop them, right? I'm not gonna be fast enough to stop them, so I just hope that I don't have to tear the entire kingdom apart in a war. But if they're foolish enough to try to do this after everything that's happened, they're not even like most of them are like de jure vassals, except for this guy. I will not be threatened. All right, we can manage things from here. Rally the troops. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna call our wife to help us, and the King of Castile, King Juan III the Hawk. I don't know that I want to be randomly vassalizing my... maybe I do want to randomly be vassalizing my way through Eastern Europe. You could also join. For house members, I don't think we're going to bother to bring... we could bring the Duchess in. Where is she? Sure, yeah. Why not? I don't know if that's a good idea, so we're going to wait. We're going to wait before we make that decision. But I am looking at what they've been able to put together compared to what I've been able to put together. I don't think they stood a chance before. I think as always, the AI was overrating them. I'm going to be able to make some pretty fast moves here. Let's look what we're doing. For steward, I think we place my cousin. Oh, he's the chancellor. I guess we'll make this count. And for spy master, I suppose this mayor is a good spy master. Actually, that's not a good idea because he doesn't like us enough. I mean, Simon Cerneu, he's been around for a while. We could make him the spy master instead. I think that's good. I really think the AI is overrating them. I don't think they're ever going to be able to bring their troops together. One of the big problems they're going to have is that they're all... I don't like the fact they're making us go through the plague zone, though. That's gross. I don't think there's much to be gained from them attacking over there. It's just my opinion. A warm welcome. I cannot wait to talk to everybody. A chance to be seen with the great and the good. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Probably should have taken the opinion, but I'm just not feeling it. Infante Demetrius is too drunk to know what he's saying. Yeah, he'll just happily enjoy my company and it'll be fine. I'm going to just straight in. That they're making us march through the plague is gross, though. Feast the innuendo. No, I don't think we're into lewd jokes enough to force them on others. Hopefully we can catch before they can get away. What would life be without 4? Indeed. Actually, probably should be our best friend. So we caught half. That's actually worse for them. It's nice to be appreciated. And we'll head home. Nice. Yeah, you getting half caught? That's bad for you. You're gonna get stack wiped, I think. And now I shall depart. Okay, well that feast didn't change opinions of me as much as I'd hoped. This is not gonna be a hard war to win. It's ticking because, of course, they hold war targets. But it's not gonna stay that way for long because I'm gonna start sieging here. Take the attrition. It's fine. Yeah, if you catch him for me, I'd love it. It'd be so great. We're gonna miss him though. That's fine. I will drop besiegers and chase. Hopefully my allies will come with me. I don't think we're ever gonna be able to catch them, but I don't know that I mind. The Toils of War. I will donate some coins. As we walk through the streets of Dynasty, the procession of soldiers emerge from the side street. Most of them are injured and aided by downtrodden civilians. A herald proudly stands up. Okay, so this is the people who are saying that they did good, but they obviously took more losses than they can stand. I'll donate some coin to them. That's fine. And we are home. We caught them on the edge. This force is destroying that army there. 2 more victories. So we're about to finish the siege here. King Juan's friendship. It's so fair. So he wants to become our friend. It is so rare to find a true friend. Let's pop that. Now let's bring everyone together and land them here. I will not be threatened. Rally the troops. I'm gonna toss my entire set of alliances into stop this. We'll ask our head of faith for gold. That's what we're gonna start with. We're gonna call all of our allies into the second war as well. The sword port of our wife is a comfort. Look at this, Dynasty members. Huh. Want to join our war, Dynasty members? I don't know, I'm willing to go negative. All right, lovely. I was gonna say, I don't think they can put an army together to siege that. The beating! All right, so somebody has been assaulting our poor boy, who we think is great. Alert boy, don't give him another opportunity. That makes him paranoid. Should have run away, that makes him craven. I think paranoid makes more sense. We would be more likely to encourage him to take more caution than we would be to tell him to just not have a worry about it. I was gonna say, I don't think you guys are gonna win that fight. Why are you fighting it? I don't know why you're fighting it. That's not a good fight for you at all. I lost you 50% of the war in a single hit. Alms for the poor. Excellent idea. So we're gonna spend some money. We're gonna go and we're gonna have some royal outreach. We could gain typhus. And we're gonna do it because we're stubborn, and this disease is probably part of the reason why our vassals are so unhappy. Can't believe they're doing this to me. I'm just such a good guy. I don't know how this is gonna go. I think they're gonna win, but I think it's gonna be closer than they want it to be. Thank you, cousin. Thank you so much. At least somebody recognizes my greatness. So they're gonna undo this siege. Wait, that is BS. Come on. If they get it here in time, though, I'm gonna love them so much. Please, in time before we break. Thank you. Please more. Please, all of it in time before we break. And more. It's not gonna be enough anyway. This is the worst. Like the total worst. What a horrid grind out. But then it reversed. Because just like the last time, we immediately reformed, and this time we're bigger. And then they immediately reformed. This island is a death trap. This island is a death trap. Everybody keeps reforming and having to refight these horrid battles. This is gonna go until somebody is literally stack wiped, isn't it? Yeah. All right, on to the next location. If we look at forces right now, they're ground right down, and they are actually kind of okay. Thankfully, my wife and Castile just came in and made this a thing. So they reformed on top of me this time, so they didn't stack wipe. We're just gonna keep tossing this back and forth, aren't we? Just over and over again. The worst. How is Valencia doing? Nope, that's not Valencia. This is Valencia. Almost back to where it was before. That's good. So somebody is helping us win the Independence War. We're at 89%. Are we ticking war score? We are ticking war score. Right. I think that means I'm gonna actually return here. Probably gonna take them a while to get an army worth even fielding back together. We're down to 4,000 troops. Well, that was a death trap. You know, this island is now going to be known as Mallorca, the Island of Blood. So many men died on that island. So many men died on that island. It's It's probably going to go down as one of the great tragedies in history. That's interesting. That'll get the war done faster. I am going to, of course, just do this siege to deal with the other group. We're in bad shape, though. What is this? Yeah, that's not happening. We lost her as marshal. I'm going to put my knight in. Count Roger Bernard's friendship. Sure, yeah. Apparently I'm becoming friend with knights and warriors in this. Our hunt master telling us that we should fight some, we should bird some hares. I'm actually pretty good with that. I don't believe there's any chance they can turn this around before those last 5 points tick out. And this siege is essential towards actually finishing the other war. I think even for an army this big, I think it might be possible that it's absurd to try to... Oh no, they do. They have a garrison. Their garrison can absolutely... They can absolutely get this garrison. That's fine. It's close though. Oh, they've got a siege army together. Are they going to beat the clock? That's a super interesting question. I don't think they are. I don't think they beat the clock. We'll watch it though. Did we finish our siege? We did. Move our army up while we watched them trying to beat the clock. I don't think they will though. No. So that's like half my vassals imprisoned. I don't even have bad legitimacy. You guys. What's on you guys? I don't even have bad legitimacy. One of our accolades was actually destroyed. Which one was it? Or was it... Well, we should actually look at that. So we lost inactive accolades, the Russian heavy footman. Okay, do it. We don't want to do our ransoming yet, because first we need to finish this war. These wars have made me think that it's time to do one of the things we were planning, which is make Valencia into the greatest castle on earth, no doubt. If I drop besiegers, that leaves a 6,000 army. I can go for them. I don't think we'll get there before they siege it out, but we might. If it's close, I'll hire mercenaries and just pop them over. I have the money. That's not right. I go to inactive accolades, go to appoint. We appoint this guy. You know, seek a worthy successor. Good. I'm going to move my flag right to here. And then to look at mercenaries. I'm basically going to hire the strongest mercenaries that I can afford. Even if it takes all of our money, we can hire these guys. The main reason to hire them is, of course, so that we can assure that this siege doesn't happen. If it ends up being bad spending, then it ends up being bad spending. So stolen keg by yourself, we put it back. Diligent is good. I would also like to influence him to be stubborn. See if that goes through. If it doesn't, we'll give it another shot. No. All right, we're very stressed. We still need to hold that funeral for our father. We've got a grand wedding invitation we can't go to, a grand wedding invitation we can't go to. Take these guys, send them in to support the garrison. We're going to actually break the siege though, because that's why we hired those mercenaries. Good. Enforce demands. Expand all. Let's just stop for a moment here and look at our prison. It seems you will have your way then. And you're still angry, and I've done nothing to you. You could have lived peacefully with your family. You could have had everything that you have had up until now. My father unified this kingdom, and he made your lives safe. He protected the ports. He increased trade. And you do this. And my brother has died. I did not know. Of course you didn't, because you don't care about the lives taken by your petty wars. My father's first goal was to stop conflict. Yes, he may have went out and fought wars on the islands in order to end piracy and increase trade and enrich the lives of others. But he set forth to stop these foolish wars amongst ourselves. You are lucky, because if my wife had then you do not intend to kill us? No. You will leave Valencia, and your lands will fall to your heirs. You will never return here. And if you do, then you will meet my executioner. So you, Count Alabar, you were a great crusader, and you were convinced to betray me. You shall be banished. You also shall be banished. You shall be banished. You shall be banished. You shall be banished. You are just a mayor. All right, banishments all around. We don't play. We do not play. Your families can keep their lands, but we don't play. So who are my vassals now? This kid, this man, who I will sway, and also he can become... You know what? None of these people are deserving, but I will still put him in as the... Let's look at this. I will still put him... Actually, I'll put him in, and I will put you in as the spy master in spite of the fact you don't like me, but I will bribe you. Remember, you are getting to inherit way earlier because I banished your father, and I banished your father because he was a freaking traitor. everyone, traitors all around. Like 1,000,000 traitors, like traitors stacked on top of traitors. That was just such a huge change in the circumstances that I think we're going to bring this episode to an end. A little short again. Actually, I think even shorter than the last episode, but I got a lot to do today, so cutting the recording short will get this episode out on time instead of having to be late. We will accept the ransom. And now that we have all new vassals, this dude has been excommunicated. I see. That has little to do with me, though. Ransom. Did I miss somebody? Did I just literally, like, let someone out I shouldn't have let out? Oh, my brother died. My brother died. He died. He was slain in battle. Oh, he was slain in that Furia. Where's that? Definitely not the Battle of Valencia. Was it down here? There were a lot of battles. Is there like a battle in Sicily? I legitimately do not know where that battle was. All right, well, we'll find it next time. Nothing much will have changed between here and I can't believe our brother died. And now his little daughter is in charge of Sicily. Well, I am going to become her guardian myself. And she would do fine as a diplomat, which is actually what I'm good at. So we'll do that. We'll see to her education ourselves since she is his only child. I don't know what I'm going to do. My daughter, she is Duchess. My husband is dead, fighting in a foolish war. Why would they do this? Still do not understand. Greed, I think. I don't know. But I will take responsibility for the girl myself and see that she is raised to be an excellent daughter of House Cerneu. Thank you. It is a great tragedy that this war, uncalled for, killed your husband and my brother. He was an excellent man, kind and well respected. He deserved better. Oh, that was a lot. It was a lot for a short episode. So short, but very warlike episode. And I do apologize for the short episode, but I'm really busy today and I want to get this part out. I don't want to have to skip it, but being done now will really help me out. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.